This is our last question. How big a consideration, and this starts with you, Commissioner Sparks, how big a consideration do you think electability should be for Democratic voters? Do you believe that you're personally electable? And do either of you have any doubts whatsoever about your opponent's ability to win the governor's race in 2010? Commissioner Sparks.
Well, I can only speak for me, and I want to go back to just what the Congressman said a minute ago. You know, the day I announced that I was running for governor in Huntsville, Alabama, his campaign was sending out press releases saying I'm running for lieutenant governor. So yeah, we started off on the wrong foot. Let's talk about electability. I've been elected 2 times. 62 counties out of 67 counties. Tied 2, lost 3. I won Elmore County. I won Winston County. I won Autauga County. I lost 1 county south of Montgomery, Alabama. I lost 2 counties close to Birmingham, one be Shelby and one be St. Clair. Any Democrats in here ever won those counties? I won counties in North Alabama that in the last presidential campaign, I voted for President Obama. But in Lawrence County, he was in single district, like 18%. I won that county 72%. Folks, this campaign is about winning. I don't have a better friend than Artur Dems. We've worked hard together in his district to help catfish farmers, to do the right thing. But folks, it's a nightmare to think that we're going to turn the legislature over to the Republicans. It's a nightmare to think that we're going to turn the office of the governor over to some of the candidates running for governor. I've been elected 2 times statewide. There was 1 Democrat in the top 10 vote getters in the state of Alabama in the 2006 election. 1 Democrat, Ron Sparks. Governor Riley beat me 24,000 votes. He spent $15 million. I spent $500,000. Folks, I can win. I can help you win. And I can lead this ticket to victory.
My grandmama always told me not to toot your own horn, but since the door's been open, not only can I win, I am winning. We're winning on the Democratic side. We're winning against the Republicans. Frankly, both of us are. Both of us are beating Moore, James, Byrne, and Ivey. Do you know why? Because either Artur Davis or Ron Sparks offers a better future for this state than the aforementioned. Now, I know this electability question gets raised sometimes. And it's often meant to say, do you think Alabama could? Ladies and gentlemen, if you put your vote, if you put your energy behind a candidate who spends his time telling you what he thinks Alabama is not ready to do, you will get 1 more governor who spends a governorship telling you what Alabama's not ready to do. I'm tired of that road, and you ought to be too. And I'm tired of governors who tell us, oh, we would love to have a first-class school system, but you know it's Alabama, that can't happen. We'd love to have the very best top-of-the-line higher education system, but you know it's Alabama. That can't happen. We would love to have infrastructure in our rural communities and full broadband deployment, but you know it's Alabama. That can't happen. I'm tired of having governors who tell us it's Alabama, and you know what Alabama's not ready to do. I know what Alabama's ready to do. Elect someone who knows how to lead it. We ought to be celebrating the fact that even with Barack Obama at his lowest point in the approval ratings in the last year, Sparks and I are still beating the R's. That means that people are learning to trust us. They're learning to value us. They're learning to realize that Washington doesn't dictate what Alabama Democrats are doing. I am so proud of the fact that we've sat here tonight. We had a low moment or 2 on campaign finance, but I'm a forgiving guy. I'll let that go. I'm thankful for the fact that we have sat here tonight And we have made a case for what Alabama's future can be. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you think that Davis or Sparks beats any Republican who's running right now?
I think with that note, we're going to go straight to our closing statements. If that's all
Wait a
right.
minute.
You can have a minute. I thought we were, well, I thought we had
This
reached
was one
that
of the few
kumbaya
times-
moment.
this was
we
one
can
of the
do
few
it.
times we agreed, and I was going to say that was a great statement. But, let me say this, with all honesty. I haven't run the first poll to find out whether a black man or a white man can win an election in Alabama. I haven't ran the first poll and sent it to the newspapers and told the people of Alabama, you and I both know that if you pay a pollster, you can basically get what you want. It depends on how you ask the question. It depends on what the outcome is. Folks, if we want to win in November, we better get it together. This is serious business. If we want to win in Alabama, you better think about the future of Alabama. Who can win? I didn't design the way Alabama is. I don't tell the people of Alabama how they should vote. But we need to look at who can win. We need to look at who has won. And we need to look and see who can beat the Republicans in November. Thank you.
Congressman.
How Alabama is? I know how Alabama is. Good, decent people who are willing to vote if they trust you and trust your judgment and trust your vision. That's how Alabama is.